Hey, it's Hannah from Hannah Brown Yoga and Bodywork. This is a slow flow class. This is all about balancing today. We're going to be doing balancing breath work, balancing poses, and a lot of twisting to kind of balance us out energetically. You're going to leave feeling energized, restored, and just kind of brand new. All you're going to need is a yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, you can use any other workout mat, or even just like a folded blanket on the floor works sometimes. Just try it out, see what works. If you need some support under the knees, feel free to put a blanket or a pillow down. Other than that, enjoy. Also, this is a recording of a live class, so you're going to see me looking just below the camera a lot. That's because that's where my actual class is. But yeah, enjoy. Thanks. So meeting here in your own comfortable seated position. This can be cross-legged, it can be kneeling, you can sit with your back against a wall. It really doesn't matter so long as you are comfortable. And take a moment to arrive here. Let your body soften, getting used to being in your seated position. Take a full breath in through your nose. Let it go. Two more like that. Long, slow inhale. Release. And last one. And continue to breathe slow, maybe with a little more ease. Relax your forehead. Try to soften the space between your eyebrows. The eyelids can get heavy. You might be looking at the ground or even have the eyes closed. Melt your shoulders down. And feel the breath effortlessly making its way in through the nose, down the throat, into your chest, into your belly. And breathe out, everything softens back into center. So you might be able to tell that you're breathing through one nostril more than the other right now. And that's normal. Throughout the day, our breath changes to move through right side or left side nostril. There's an idea that the left side is more kind of the yin side. It's more about relaxing and resting. And the right side is seen as being more energizing, more uplifting, a little bit more focused. So depending on what you were just doing or what you're doing right now, you might notice you're breathing through one side more than the other. You can even take a hand and place it just under your nose and see if you can feel one side more than the other. Now, if you're really stuffed up, I know it is the season for that, you can think of doing this next practice mentally and just sending the breath side to side. If you're okay with touching your nose, maybe you have a Kleenex nearby, we'll try that. So bring your right hand to your face. You could rest your first and middle finger on the space between your brows, or curl those fingers in to your palm. And you'll find that you can rest your thumb on your right nostril, ring finger on the left. And this is a gross way to describe it, but kind of like you're playing a flute. If you plug one nostril, you'll breathe through the other. And we're going to start to move the breath side to side, Nadi Shodhana, trying to even out the breath. You'll get the hang of it quickly. And if you breathe through the wrong side, it's okay. Just keep trying. So we're all going to take a full breath in. No hands on your nose. Full breath out. Press your thumb down. Breathe in through the left. Switch your grip. Breathe out through the right. Inhale through the right. Switch your grip and breathe out through the left. Inhale left. Switch your grip. Breathe out right. Inhale right. Switch. Exhale left. Inhale left. Switch. Exhale right. Inhale right. Switch. Exhale left. Inhale left. Switch. Exhale right. So I like to think of tracing a wishbone shape. See if you can keep this up. You'll inhale through the right. Exhale left, inhale left, and keep moving. Side to side. The next time you exhale through the left, release your hand. And enjoy breathing through both nostrils. Notice how you feel. And now that we're nice and evened out, we will do just a little stretch. So we'll come down onto our backs. Now this is how we usually start, is laying down. So take your moment here to release. And bring your knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side. You can have your knees together or apart. You can cross the ankles for a little more stability. The next time you have your knees over to the right, leave them there. You could extend your left arm out to the side and look left. And go for a big breath in and out through the nose, slow and steady. The next time you breathe in, come up through center and over to the other side. Again, hang out in your twist. Come back up to center. Give your knees another good squeeze in. The next time you breathe in, reach your heels to the ceiling, arms back behind you. Exhale, bring your legs in, give them that squeeze like you've been doing. Then inhale, take up space, heels up. Fingers reach overhead, thumbs might touch the floor. Exhale, hug. 3 more, slow and steady with your breath. Really thinking about balancing effort and ease. And let's do one more. Reach your heels, a little bit of a stretch. And then come into that restful ball shape. Check that your head and shoulders are soft. Collarbones wide. Even relaxing the back of the neck. And then bring your knees up over your hips, shins parallel to the floor. Bring your palms to rest on your legs. And you can choose whether you want your toes pointed or flexed, whatever feels strongest for you. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, press your hands and legs into each other. You'll start to feel your core muscles kick on in the front of the body. And even while this work starts to grow, see if you can still keep your breath soft and slow, shoulders and face relaxed. Inhale, slow and steady. You can use your exhales to gently draw lower abdomen in towards your spine. And this pose is way harder than it looks. Balance out effort in the pose with an ease in the breath. And then hug your legs in. So the harder we press in that, the more challenging the pose is. You choose what level you want today. Doesn't need to be the same thing you did yesterday or the thing you think you should do. Listen to your body. What does your body tell you? So let's go in for that second round. Shins parallel to the floor. Squeeze your legs in. Hands and legs press into each other. Finding strength in the core. Softness in your face. Keep going, keep pressing. Now if you want to level this up, keep your left hand and left thigh pressing into each other. Use your next breath in to reach right arm and leg long. Exhale, they come to touch. Press them into each other. Inhale, left arm, left leg long. Exhale, they high five each other. Keep the press. Inhale, right arm and leg separate. You're still keeping that same pressure, left hand to thigh. And keep switching here. Balance out the effort and the ease. Soft face, slow movement and breath. Core is probably feeling this. Mine is. Let's do one more either side, if you chose to do this. Ooh, hug your legs in, rock. Maybe the challenge in these softer moments is to challenge our ego. Notice if you're congratulating yourself or shaming yourself, and just let whatever that was be what it was. All right, so from here, you can stay here. You could also reach your arms up overhead like you're holding a small dog here. Really alive through your fingers. Let's breathe in, reach left leg, right arm long. Exhale, pull everything back into where it was. Inhale, right leg, left arm long. Exhale, pull it all back in. And go a few more just like that. Try to keep your hips stable, not rocking side to side. Okay, now this time, as your right arm comes overhead, leave it there, leg still moves. Bring your right hand behind your head. Inhale, left arm, right leg long. And then this time, exhale your knee back in, hand behind the head. Interlace your fingers. Legs are squeezing towards each other. Elbows wide, head heavy. Breathe in. Exhale, you could curl up onto the tips of your shoulder blades. If you ever start to feel this in your neck or your low back, come down, rest, and come back into it when you feel like it. Breathe in, option to straighten your legs. And this time we'll exhale to bring your right leg down. Inhale it up. Exhale, left leg down. Inhale it up. You can always do that with the legs bent. You choose. Try to keep onto the tips of your shoulder blades. An option to add in a twist. As you exhale that right foot down, twist to the right. Inhale back up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale up. Let's go 2 more side to side, slower than you want to. This is a lot of work if your head is on the ground still too. The lift and the twists are just something to play with. Release, plant everything down. You could reach your arms wide. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. Just enjoy that sweet release. The effort here is to not judge. When you're ready, bring your feet down to the ground. Palms face down beside the hips. Press into your feet and think of pulling your heels in like they're going to tap your bum without actually doing it. Breathe in to lift your hips, roll your spine up. And breathe out, lower down. 2 more like that. Keep big toe, pinky toe pressing down. Knees reach straight forward. Last one. Hug your legs in. Grab a hold onto the back of your legs. And if you don't like rocking on your back, you can roll to one side and meet us on hands and knees. Otherwise, roll along your spine a few times. Feel free to get stuck. If you want to make it harder, straighten your legs or hold a little higher. The higher you hold, the harder it is. And if you get stuck, that is a good thing. All right, release. Come up. Option to try out that sneaky little transition. Can cross the ankles, pull them in close. Bring your hands down in front of you, roll over the legs, and step the feet back. You can come into a little down dog, pedal out the legs, stretch out the back. When you've had enough, we'll all meet on hands and knees. And we'll move through some cat-cows. So as you breathe in, drop your belly, reach your heart through your arms, lift your chin. And exhale, round your back. Look back to your thighs or navel. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale into your cat spine. Stay here in center. So just a few things here. If your wrists don't love when you're on hands and knees, come down to your forearms. It'll add a little bit of extra work for your shoulders, which is usually a good thing. You can try that out whenever you feel like it. You can make sure that your shoulders are right over your wrists, knees right under your hips. And then let's try to tuck the toes under here. Take a full breath in. Think of your spine getting longer. And as you exhale, draw your navel in towards your spine without moving your back. Keeping that long spine. Breathe in once more. And this time, press into your hands, press into your feet, hover your knees. Really engage through the backs of your legs, almost like you're suction cupping your thigh bones into your hips. Hold this. Keep holding. Breathe slow. For 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees. Untuck your toes. Maybe you want to give your wrists a roll out, or if you we're on forearms, just roll out through your shoulders. Let's try it again. Hands or forearms down, tuck your toes, hover your knees. The closer your knees hover to the ground, the harder it is. And try to hold this here. Really engage through the backs of your legs. It sounds strange, but once you get it, it makes sense. And we'll hold this for 5, 4, 3. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Lower down. Maybe you bring your thumbs into your palms, curl your fingers around them for these weird fists, and then rev your imaginary motorcycle. Wrists, knuckles up, knuckles down. All right, last round, palms down or forearms down. You know the setup. Hover your knees. And if you dare, you could try some cat-cows here. Try 3 more in either direction. See if you can hover the knees the whole time. And if you want to tap them down, just tap them down, no big deal. And this time, let's come into a down dog, if you feel like it, and pedal out through your feet. All right, and then walk your feet up towards your hands. Heavy your head, reach for opposite elbow. Bend your knees as much as you'd like and sway a little side to side. Exhale, release, let your head be really heavy. Bring your hands onto your legs. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. And 2 more like that. And this time as you breathe in, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a few breaths standing tall. Thumbs to your heart. You can maybe feel your heartbeat or your breath here. Breathe in to sweep your arms wide and up. Exhale, hands come together. Fold down through center, hinging at your hips. Lift up halfway as you breathe in. As you breathe out, plant your palms, step back to a plank with your knees up or down, you choose. Take a full breath in here. Press the ground away. And as you breathe out, you could move through a cat-cow or you could squeeze your elbows in, come all the way down. Press into the tops of your feet, your pubic bone, and inhale to lift your heart up. Exhale, come back either to a tabletop. You can stretch out one leg and then the other, or into your classic down dog. We'll take 3 breaths wherever you are. The next time you breathe in, reach your hips up and back. As you breathe out, bend your knees, look forward, and step your feet up to the top of the mat. Breathe in, hands to shins, lift up halfway. Breathe out to fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms up, hands to your heart as you breathe out. Notice if your heartbeat or your breath has changed. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway, slow and steady. Breathe out, plant your palms, step back, knees up or down for your plank. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Really squeeze your elbows in. Press into the tops of your feet so the knees lift. Inhale to lift your shoulders, pull your shoulder blades back. And exhale either into a table, a child's pose, or a down dog. We'll take 3 breaths here. The next time you breathe in, reach your hips up and back.
Exhale to bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop your feet up to the top of the mat. Hands to legs, lift up halfway, pull your shoulder blades together. Exhale, release. Inhale all the way up, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms wide and up. Exhale, fold, and this time plant your hands. We'll all step back to a down dog, but this time bring your feet nice and wide and bring them in closer than usual. So this short downward dog with a kind of wide stance. Lift your right hand and bring it towards your left leg or ankle. You might be able to grab a hold of that leg, maybe even take a peek under the left side body and hang out here for a nice twist. Breathe in. Breathe out, twist a little more. Bring your hand back down and try it on the other side. You can always have the knees bent here. Just a kind of playful way to do your down dog. If this doesn't serve you, you can do a few more cat-cows or just a regular down dog. When you've had enough, plant your hands. Walk your feet together and back. And lift your right foot and step your right foot to the top of your mat. You might need to bring a hand to your leg to pull it up. Really lift through your back heel. Press into the entire front foot. Squeeze your legs in towards each other and then come on up. Hands can land on your hips to start. Breathe. Once you've found your balance, steady your gaze on one point. Finding strength, a bit of stretch into the legs. And then option to inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, palms face forward. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, twist towards your front leg, twisted lunge. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. You can stay here or bring your hands together at your heart. See what happens. Maybe you can bring your left elbow onto your right leg. Press your hands into each other. Nice twisted low lunge, or yeah, whatever. Breathe here. Find softness where you can. Release. Reach your arms up. Straighten your front leg and hinge forward. You can have your hands on your hips, or if you have the space, you could bring your fingertips down to the ground. Big stretch for the back of the legs, still finding balance to keep you upright. When you've had enough, plant your palms. Lift your front foot and step it back to your down dog. Stay here. You can go for another one of those twists, bringing your hand to the opposite leg. Or if you want a little more strength, come forward to a plank. Lower down. Come into your back bend. And then we'll all come back to our downward facing dog. I give you a lot of options in this class. I really want you to make the right decision for yourself. Try not to just do exactly what I'm doing. Listen to your body more than you listen to me. When you're ready, reach your left foot up. Step it forward. You can use your hand to bring it there. I like to wiggle my back foot a little further back, or sometimes a little further out to the side. Power up through your back leg. Press down through your front foot and come up. Hands at the heart or the hips as you get settled in your lunge. Big bend in that front leg. Eyes can rest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale here. Breathe out, twist towards your front leg. So twisting to the left. Come back to center. Try to keep your hips right where they are. Just move through your upper back. Twist. One more. And this time we'll hold it with an option to bring your hands together at your heart. And bring your right elbow to your left thigh. Press your hands into each other. Ooh, try not to fall. All this twisting in an already kind of lifted pose makes it more challenging. One more inhale. Exhale here. And come up. Hands to your hips or reach them overhead. Straighten your front leg. And then tip. You can keep reaching or bring your fingertips down. Crawl your hands forward or bend the knee to plant your hands. And step back, down dog. Option to move through your flow here, or go for a couple more of those twisted down dogs. Eventually we'll all meet in our down dog. Hips up and back. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. And come up to the top of your mat. Lift up halfway. Fold. And come all the way up. Hands together at your heart. We're going to start playing with a little bit more balance now. We've already been doing a lot, but we're going to make it worse. So bring your hands onto your hips to start. Feel your feet pressing down into the ground. And press a little bit more into your left foot. And then start to hover your right foot. Now you can keep the toes down. This might be where you stay. Or you can lift your knee up any amount, maybe even to hip height or a little higher. And you could rest your eyes on one point on the floor in front of you. Option to inhale. Tip yourself forward. Extend your leg back behind you. Don't knock over a plant. And exhale. Bring your knee back up. Come to standing. Let's try that 4 more times. Inhale, tip back. Capital T shape. Exhale, knee in. Tip
into your capital T. Exhale, come up through standing, bringing your knee in. Think about your core. 2 more. This time with your knee up, see if you can hold it. Tap down when you feel like it. Or bring your knee in. Hold it with your hand. And slower than you want to, bring that foot down. Plant it so slowly it doesn't even make a sound. And give your standing leg a little roll out or shake out. And then we'll try it on the other side. Press into the foot that's on the floor, the one that was just moving. Opposite knee lifts. Toes can stay down, and this can be where you tip from. Or lift your knee higher and higher and higher. Breathe slow. So there's parts of the body that need to be engaged, right? The core, the lower body, all of that. But our face doesn't need to scrunch. We don't need to hold the shoulders up. Balance out where you need effort in the body and where you can find ease. And then we'll tip 5 times. Hands can be at the hips or the heart, you choose. Two more, go slower than you want to. Hold that knee up. Option to interlace your fingers, pull your knee in a little closer. And softly plant your foot down, so gently, so slowly, you can't even hear it. Release the other leg, roll out your ankle. Woo. And let's do one more little twisty thing. Really nice for balance to do all these twists, energetically and also physically. So this one tends to be a little bit challenging. This whole class is challenging. So you can be near a wall if you want, or you can do it like we did before, just lifting your toes, lifting your heels so only your toes are on the mat, or keep lifting it up. So lift that right leg. Breathe in. Breathe out, draw your lower abdomen in. Hands could be at your heart. And then we're going to twist towards that front leg. Try to keep your leg where it is. You can bring the opposite hand, your left hand, to the outside of the right leg. And reach your right arm behind you. You could dare yourself to look at the thumb. And every time you fall out of it, just come back into it and try it again. If you haven't fallen out of it yet, just close your eyes and see what happens. And come back to center. Plant that foot and right away to the other side. Lift the heel, maybe lift the toes and the knee up. Hands to your heart. Twist. Maybe right hand to left leg, left arm reaches back behind you. You could look at the thumb. Notice how you're speaking to yourself here. Balance out effort and ease. That balance between criticism, constructive criticism. Come back to center, plant that leg, and just sway it out. And breathe in to sweep your arms up. And breathe out, let it go.
2 more like that.
All right, we're gonna bring our hands down.
Step back to either a plank or a down dog. And we're gonna lower our way all the way down onto the front of the body. So from here, just rest your forehead down on stacked palms. Elbows out to the side. Give your hips a little sway. Now, ideally, we all have a decent amount of room in front of us, so you can stretch your arms long, but a lot of us don't. So if that's the case, you're just gonna bend your elbows for this next one. We're gonna, again, layer this up. So start with the tops of your feet on the mat, forearms out in front of you now. Think of like a sphinx with your forearms parallel, palms down. Press into your feet so much that your knees lift. And think of pulling your arms in like you're trying to drag yourself along the floor. Sphinx pose. Nice and active in this class. Breathe in. Exhale. Now some people love this one and want to stay here. Otherwise, come down. Bring your arms back alongside the body, palms under the shoulders. Press into your feet so the knees lift. Breathe in, lift your chest, pull your shoulders back. Option to hover the hands. You can stay here or reach your hands back behind you. You could even interlace your fingers. Maybe even lift the feet into your locust pose. You can imagine like I'm there behind you, pulling your arms back. Stay here for one more breath, whatever you're doing. And as you exhale, lower down. Bring a cheek down or rest it on stacked palms. Bring your palms down under your shoulders again. Press into the tops of the feet, lift your knees, lift your chest. So you can do any of the last variations up to locust, or keep the tops of your feet down. Reach your arms back behind you. And as you breathe in, reach your arms forward, bring your thumbs to touch. Exhale, bring them back. Inhale, sweep your arms forward. See if you can touch middle fingers. Exhale, come back. Try not to look at your hands. Try to keep your gaze towards the top of your mat. Bring your pinky fingers to touch and come back. If you want to add on, then lift the legs up. Make sure the back of your neck is long. Inhale. Right hand, middle finger. Left hand, index finger touch. Exhale, come back. Inhale, right hand, pinky finger, left hand, thumb. Exhale, come back. Inhale, left hand, pinky finger, right hand, thumb. Exhale, back. Last one, inhale, touch all your fingertips. Then interlace your fingers. Palms down, rest your head on your interlaced hands, fingers. You can bring the other ear down, shake out the hips. Breathe slow. When you've had enough, come into either your cat spine really rounding or your child's pose, hips sinking to heels. Take a full inhale, release, and come up. Swing yourself around, and we'll lower down onto our backs, bringing your knees into your chest. Drop your knees to the right side. Look over to your left hand. And come through center. And twist the other way. When you've had enough, lay on your back. Stretch your legs out or bring your knees to touch, feet wide, any restful place. You can use your pillow, your blanket under your head if you want a pillow, or you could use a pillow for it. And then just breathe and rest. You've done enough. Let go of any thoughts about the practice or yourself. And let go of any plans for later. And just breathe for a few more moments. Slide one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Feel your breath and your heartbeat. How good it feels to be in your skin. And send a thank you to your body and the roots of our yoga practices. And yourself for carving out this time in your day to practice. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm so grateful that out of all the places you could be on the internet, that you choose to be here. We'll close out our practice by saying peace. Peace.
that was our slow flow practice. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling brand new. You can leave a comment letting me know how you're feeling. I know all the kind of YouTube videos say this, but liking, commenting, subscribing really does help me a lot. It helps more than you think it would. And if you want to reach out to me directly, you can always follow me on Instagram at Hannah Brown Yoga or through my website, hannahbrownyoga.ca. Yeah, I hope to see you soon. There will be more videos up on here soon. There's a ton of other ones you can flip through too. Hannah Brown Yoga. Peace everyone. Have a good day.